Let's start with INCa. INCa is the National Cancer Institute in France, and it's a funding agency. It's a public agency which is sponsored by the Ministries of Health and the Ministry of Research. And the aim of INCa is to promote quality of care for patients, promote information about cancers for everybody, professionals and patients and all the people, and to fund research also. And we have specific missions on public health. Apart from that, INCa is a funding agency for research, and for instance, we have a recurrent budget, which aim is to fund research projects and to fund also the coordination and the infrastructures in France. On the other side, INCa is an alliance of all the research bodies in France. And there are numerous research bodies, including universities, INSERM, CNRS, hospitals. And all these bodies are mixed and joining their efforts to have a coordination through this alliance. And one of the goals of this alliance is to promote and to provide strategic orientations for cancer research in France in coordination with the National Cancer Institute. It is obvious that the private sector and the public sector have complementarities, and they need to cooperate for that. In the private sector, you have really some specificities which are not so much developed in the academia. You have pragmatic goals, you have objective, you have access to specific technologies, and you have an organizational expertise also, which is not always present in the public sector. And all this is really invaluable. On the other side, academia is providing new ideas, new concepts, and that's also the beauty of the research, especially, I guess, in our country, that the research is free and all the ideas have to be developed. So there is complementarities, and obviously the two sectors can feed each other and benefit each other. And that's why I believe this meeting is very important. I really would like to emphasize through an example what can be the complementarities. I have an example in mind, which is the example of HER2 amplification in breast cancer. The discovery was made in the academia. Monoclonal antibodies in the same way has been developed through the academic umbrella. But the monoclonal antibody towards HER2 has been developed through a cooperation between academia and the private sector, biotech companies. And the drug, which has proven its efficiency in treating breast cancer patients, has been developed through a private company with the help of the clinicians in the public sector. So this is really a very good example of what can be the cooperation. It is really important for us that the French research obviously is of very good quality, and it has to be known. And this will be an event which allows this presentation of the quality of the French research in cancer, in the cancer field. We have selected for this R&D dating about 50 groups of researchers, and some are obviously very well known and very well recognized in the field. But we have also focused on young researchers which are involved in new concepts outside of the current avenues that are being developed usually everywhere. So we hope that this confrontation between young people with original and innovative ideas, with the pragmatism of the private sector, which really make the mayonnaise take form. And I really believe that there are a lot of benefit which can be taken off this confrontation. And according to me, I mean, during the preparation of this meeting, there was a lot of enthusiasm from the public sector and the researchers which have been approached for this meeting to participate to this. We had to refuse a lot of people, but I hope this will be a wonderful meeting, and this will lead to new cooperation between public and private sectors.